Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most anticipated releases of the year, Christopher Nolan's take on one of the oldest stories ever told, the Odyssey. Nolan is tackling Greek mythology feels like an absolute dream match on paper, so the big question is, does it live up to the hype or not? Let's break it down. Let's start with the performances, because this cast is stacked. Matt Damon is commanding as Odysseus. He brings all of the stoic, battle-hardened qualities you'd want from a war hero who's been through hell and back. But what really elevates the performance is that Damon doesn't just play Odysseus as an unshakable warrior. He lets the cracks show. There's real vulnerability and desperation in there, and it comes through best in his scenes opposite Charlize Theron, who plays Calypso. Honestly, their scenes together might be some of the best in the entire film. There's a real push and pull, a tension between duty and temptation, and both actors sell it completely. And it's not just the two leads carrying the load, the ensemble around them is doing great work too. Tom Holland plays Odysseus' son Telemachus and brings a nice mix of youthful naivety with a growing sense of responsibility as the story goes on. Then on the villain side, we've got Robert Pattinson as Antonius, and if you wanted a slimy, punchable, thoroughly despicable antagonist, Pattinson delivers it in spades. He's clearly having fun leaning into just how vile this character is, and it makes every scene he's in feel a little more dangerous. Now let's talk spectacle, because this is where Nolan really flexes. The action is suitably rammed for this latest outing, and there's a real sense of scale and danger throughout. Fun fact for film nerds, this is the first movie ever shot entirely on IMAX cameras, and you can feel it. Nolan and cinematographer Hoyt van Hoytema go all out to capture the awe and grandeur that this legendary tale deserves. A few standout sequences that had the whole cinema buzzing includes Odysseus and his men trapped in a cave with the terrifying one-eyed Cyclops, the sprawling and brutal Battle of Troy, and the explosive final showdown between Odysseus and Antonius. Each of these sequences feels distinct, tense, and genuinely cinematic, and this is a film built for the big screen. Now, it wouldn't be a Nolan movie without at least one classic Nolanism, and here it's the editing. It can be a little jarring at times, which, if you've seen any of his other films, you'll know it's basically his signature move at this point. The story constantly jumps back and forth between the present-day timeline of Odysseus and his army travelling back home, and flashbacks to his earlier battles. To be fair, these flashbacks do add richness and context to the main storyline, and you get a fuller picture of who Odysseus is and what he's been through. But they do occasionally slow the pace down, especially given just how many characters this movie is juggling at any one time. There are a couple of moments where I had to pause and remind myself exactly where and when we were. So wrapping it all up, the Odyssey gets far more right than wrong in retelling this classic tale. Fantastic performances across the board, action that captures the very best of the source material, and a scale that genuinely demands to be seen on the biggest screen possible. This is absolutely one worth catching at the cinema, and for me, it's easily shaping up to be one of the best movies of the year so far. Overall, I'm going to give the Odyssey a 7.5 out of 10. So I now hand it over to you. Did the Odyssey live up to your expectations, or did it leave you a little let down? Let me know down in the comment section below, as I always love reading your takes. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.